Hello, my name is Joschka Winz, and this is my 15.112 term project. As you might be able to tell, it is about thermodynamics, and more specifically, it tries to visualize thermodynamic concepts. So, let's get started. The idea is that I have three sections: the section activity coefficients, phase diagrams, and essay drops and VLEs. In every section I have a quiz part and a sandbox part. But the sandbox part isn't available yet. You have to solve all the quiz questions to unlock the sandbox part and to play around with it. Let's take a look at one of the quizzes. So this is the quiz overview screen. Here you can choose the question. Let's choose question 4. The question is, what is the activity coefficient in a pure substance? Let's say we don't know what that is. So we choose an answer, for example, infinite. Click on continue. And tells us this was not the right answer, so we go take a look at the hint. Now we know the answer, it's 1. And continue, what's the right answer? So the next question asks what the Van equation is, which of course we know has to be this. It's the right answer. We go back to the overview. It updates the right side, which shows us that now we have answered those two questions correctly. We go back, we see our progress updated as well here. It says 2 out of 5, 40%, which isn't complete, of course, so we go into the debug tools and solve all of our problems, which now puts it at 5 out of 5, 100%. Now we can actually access the sandboxes, so let's access the first sandbox here. The first sandbox is about activity coefficients, like the section itself. And the idea is that you have 3 modes here that you can choose from. Whenever you choose a mode, it pops up inputs. You can change that into those inputs. And on the top of the screen, you see that the plot actually updated. Because there are very many curves, it might get a little messy, so you can also just deactivate some of them, which might not be as interesting, and change the parameters of every of those models: NRTL, Porter, and Funlar. Also, if you don't really know what you're doing, there's a question here, as in every help screen. In every sandbox, there's a help screen. Let's take a look at the second sandbox. This is the second sandbox. Here the idea is that you optimize your model. You can see there are 2 graphs, 2 plots here. The phase diagram with TXY and the XY diagram on the right side. There's experimental data in green and bottom data in red. And yeah, you can choose different substances. Let's, for example, choose acetone methanol. You choose it and then you type in some parameters. Let's try 0.5 and 0.6. As you can see, it already got a lot better, and now it really fits it. But it's not quite perfect, so why don't we take a look at the actual optimized parameters here and see that, oh, now it's really good. Cool. Alright, let's head back. The third sandbox is about essay drops and VLEs. As you can see, we get like a big phase diagram in the middle. It's a PXY diagram. We can choose one of 3 modes on the left side. Let's start with the slider mode. The slider mode gives you a cursor right here. You can move it around, and as you can see on the right side, there's a container. This is the most visualized part. Here you can see a sketch of what the actual container would look like, containing those substances at those given conditions. Right now we have like only vapor, since we're in the vapor phase, and the concentration is of feed concentration. But if we move with our cursor into the 2-phase system, you can see once here and once in the actual container that splits up into 2 phases. Here on the bottom there's a liquid phase with this concentration, which corresponds to this point and this concentration, and the vapor phase with this concentration right here. If we increase the pressure while holding the feed concentration constant, we can see that the fraction of the liquid phase gets higher until it eventually reaches 1, and we move out of the 2-phase system and into the 1-phase system. Here there's only liquid. So what do the other modes do? The VLE mode where you move through just the VLE, so you don't really get a cursor. This is very handy if you want to draw XY diagrams, since then you always need the mole fraction in the liquid and vapor phase at one given pressure. The cursor mode works similar to this lighter mode. You can just click into the diagram and it gives you the appropriate container and visualizes it. Notice how on the right side the substance is more black and on the left side it is green. So the concentration is not just shown with a number but also with the actual color. If we choose different substances, we can see that not every substance has an azeotrope. Here there's no azeotrope, but still, same thing. That's about it. Thanks for watching. See ya.